afternoon. How about this little setup today, huh?
We are lucky people in 2020 and lucky that Kelly Warren invited us to hang out at her office.
Thank you, Kelly, for having us.
Thanks. We love having you here.
Kicking off a big year for us with Valley Spotlight and a big year for you guys at Kelly Warren and Associates. First of all, how was 2019, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
2019 was fantastic. We finished off #1 in all categories.
Isn't that crazy? Number one in the area?
In the
or
Mahoning Valley, yes.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Good for you. And looking for it to even expand even a little bit more in 2020, I would think, right?
Yeah, we closed 457 houses in 2019. The goal is 600 in 2020. So.
Wow.
Well, let's get started.
I was going to say, there are so many reasons and so many
Yeah.
different kinds of elements that you've brought to the table. And one that we've just recently, had on the show was we featured a property out in Trumbull County, which was the roller rink and sort of the family center. And then unfortunately, we heard that it burned down.
A couple weeks later, there was a fire there. Yeah.
So it begs the question, a million questions that he and I didn't have the answers to. So Michael, I'll let you have at it.
Well, we thought it was pretty timely, but in this case, let's pretend it's my house. Like I'm trying to sell my house and it burns down as I'm trying to sell it. What's the first thing I should do?
Well, you want to make sure that you have insurance. And, being the beginning of the year, this is the time of year where people should make sure that you have batteries in your smoke detectors. You should double check your insurance policies, like all those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that you have riders for flood and fire and things like that on your insurance policies.
So when the for sale sign goes up, does it, obviously the person who still owns the property, but if there's, talks or if there's conversations, or if any money has exchanged hands
until the day of the closing, when the full money has changed hands and you are no longer the owner, until that day you should have it insured.
I see. So if the sale's pending, that doesn't matter, right?
You still keep your property insured at that time.
Yeah. What if I've already bought another house, I'm trying to sell this one, now I have two houses, and do I have to keep insurance on both?
I certainly would. It's the smart thing to do. You might want to talk to your insurance rep and make sure it's okay. One of the houses is vacant. They might require a special insurance on that, but I would keep them both insured. Yes, they're both an asset to you.
Does it encompass your whole property, or is it just the house? Like say my car's in the garage, or we have an old car in the garage, or the trees come down, or whatever.
Yeah, your homeowner's insurance covers everything. So if there was lightning struck a tree in the backyard and the tree landed on the garage, all that's covered by your homeowner's insurance.
Okay.
What do you do as an agent when you get that phone call?
When we get a phone call, we had a call not that long ago from sellers saying that the bitter cold had pipes break and the house, there weren't people living there at the time, and so water happened and they didn't see it immediately.
That's a mess. So, that sounds like a giant mess to me.
Yeah, my first thing is call your insurance company, make your claim, and then then we'll deal with the marketing of the house, take it off the market for a little bit, let you get it fixed up, that kind of stuff. Yeah. But you need to make the claim through your insurance company.
My goodness.
All right. The folks that want to get a hold of you can do so how?
Oh, they can give us a call or text at 330-717-2689 or visit us online at kellysoldit.com.
All right.
Big thanks for Kelly Warren and her team. Congratulations on #1.
Thank you.
We like it when we get to say people are our partners. We like to be with the #1 people. Maybe we'll be #1 eventually.
I know. How do you feel about wine? Because we're going to learn a lot in just a couple of minutes.
It's crazy.
I'm not much of a drinker, and if I was, it has to be like Kool-Aid sweet. So.
Okay. They might have that. We're going to go into Pesto's
all of it.
test kitchen after this.
Hey, what'd you bring me here for, huh?
Oscar, please. I'm working with one of the biggest slobs in the world.
What
Try
did
to
you bring me?
remember February 7th, 8th, and 9th.
What's February 7th, 8th, and 9th?
You and me, the odd couple, right here, the Robbins Theater.
Well, make sure you leave me a note, pussycat. You know how I like to forget. They better get their tickets so they don't have to go to a scalper, right?
Yeah, you're completely irresponsible and undependable and unreliable.
Are you finished?
I'm finished.
The
There.
Robbins Theater.
You've been told off.
All right, the Robbins Theater, February 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to be the event of winter 2020, baby. Ain't that right, pussycat?
No smoking allowed.
She would always say, honey, you snore so loud, I can't believe how loud you snore. And I'm like,
And he claims I quit breathing. I've tried 4 different masks to make it work, and I just can't do it. And I'll
Slide
be
'em
honest
out,
with you,
rinse 'em
I did
off.
not know what REM sleep felt like before
until-
the appliance. I really did not. I never had that deep of a sleep before.
Bistro 1907 is a classic yet unique American bistro. This space lets us immerse ourselves in history. The dishes are inspired by our past but have a modern twist. Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzanetta is unlike any place else. Find out why. I'm Mark Canzanetta, and I welcome you to Bistro 1907.
Pesto's Test Kitchen has moved into the dining room today, and I feel like we either need a bunch of cards and chips to play some poker or something. It's not a good idea when there's more wine bottles than people. Or maybe it is in
I
this
know.
case.
I think it's a great idea.
Is this fun or not, Mark?
This has been a dream of mine for a long time.
What do you want to accomplish today?
You know what? These are some of the most esteemed minds in the valley, and we have blessed to have 2 sommeliers here. And we are going to taste wine, talk about wine, inform the valley about wine, and we're just going to have a great time doing it.
All right, you want to introduce the gang?
Yes, of course. We have Dr. Sandy Naples. We have Jeff Simon. We have Adam Zagatti, Brian Fry, Matt Frampton, myself, Mark Canzanetta, Michael Alberini, John Miles, and Robert Bartolomucci.
And each of them have a specific thing they're pretty good
have
at,
it.
too, right?
Everybody has, whether you're a connoisseur, own a wine shop, own a wine restaurant, whether you're a distributor, there's a specific role. John, of course, has the stemware, so everybody has a specific role, and I think it all leads into the topic of a wine taste and why we have all these beautiful stemwares, why all these great wines are here, and what we're going to serve with them.
Okay. How does one become a sommelier, or however? Adam,
I'm
can
gonna defer to Adam.
you tell me about that real quick?
Sure. There's several different testing organizations throughout the world. The Court of Master Sommeliers is the organization that Brian and I did our testing with. It's a 4-level exam. There's the Intro, Certified, Advanced, and Master. And I've passed the first 2 myself, the Intro and the Certified, working on getting a date for the Advanced now. And that it's basically a lot of reading, a lot of studying maps, and
Little drinking.
a lot of drinking. We call that research.
Just checking.
That's my favorite part.
Just checking.
We call that research.
Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
All right, so let's get started. I want to talk about champagne first.
Well, I think, champagne is the last thing I ever want to drink before I leave this earth. So it's my favorite thing on this earth. Robert is going to talk to us about opening up the champagne, and he's going to talk to us about how to properly chill the glass and everything like that with the Thrill Machine.
It would be my pleasure to start this party.
All right.
We have a Perrier Jouet Grand Brut, which is an exceptional bottle. So what we're going to do, whenever we always take the foil off, obviously, but when you're taking off the cage, you always want to have your hand on top of the bottle, because you really just never know what's coming.
Well, because they can let loose.
Oh, you have no idea. Sometimes you have.
Oh, I do.
Sometimes you have.
That's why he wears glasses.
Sometimes people like take the cage off and then let the bottle sit there, and all of a sudden it'll just fire off. So you always want to keep your hand on it at all times. And then the other mistake is, if you're doing it for effect, you can fire the bottle, you can fire the cork.
You can shoot someone's eye out.
Yeah. If I win the Indianapolis 500, really point it up in the air like that.
Break a bunch of glassware doing that.
The idea actually is to make sure that you don't let the gas out quietly, just like that.
That's a perfect open.
And since I did all that work, I get the first one.
No, you do.
You do.
That was the third take, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
So, Robert, you have part of this company called the Thrill Machine, Thrill International. I have one in my house. Several of us in the restaurant business have them at their restaurants. Several have them at their homes. And it is the best machine ever. And tell us why.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. John has been a big part of helping. Steel Light actually helped us get this launched off in the U.S. The idea here is twofold. It's a sanitization and chilling device. The CO2 is liquid CO2, which when it exits the machine, it's exiting at -70 Celsius, which is very cold. So the idea when you're doing champagne is we don't want to freeze the glass. We simply want to chill it to the same temperature as the champagne. But more than anything, we want to sanitize the glass to make sure that there's no odors from, whether it's from the dishwasher or a rag. I mean, we've all been there, right? The bar rags, they wipe out the glasses, and all of a sudden you're tasting wine, and all you smell is, it gets rid of that. So extreme cold works like extreme heat.
Well, great.
In that it kills odors and bacteria.
Very
Well,
cool.
pour away. John, talk to us about the importance of the role of different stemware when drinking wine, and just your company is at the forefront. You guys are just killing it globally with your stemware, your plateware, your silverware, and now all your buffet products. I mean, it's just fantastic.
Thanks, Mark. I think that when you think about stemware, a couple things that I always think about. First of all, if you're using something with a big roll on the top, get rid of it. That's from 25, 30 years ago.
Sure.
So you want really a sheer rim product. Secondly, you do have to polish these glasses. And so, you want something that is seamless on the stem, so when you feel no seam. And what that does is give you a lot of flexibility.
You always scare me when you do the flexibility, man.
So
that's why it's called Steel Light.
You're bending the cup almost, right?
Yeah, you're bending the stem, but that's because the stem, the foot, and the bowl are one piece. So that's the second thing. Then clarity. There's a lot of glass out there. You want a very clear glass. So crystalline, which has no lead in it, would typically give you a super clear glass. And then the last thing is you're thinking about the percentage of alcohol in your wine, the size of the aperture. So
when you say aperture, what are you referring to?
The size of the opening at the top. And if you have a big Cabernet, you want a big opening because you don't want to be overwhelmed with alcohol.
Right.
You want something that releases and allows the wine to breathe super quick. But if you're drinking a Sauvignon Blanc or you're drinking a Champagne, then you can do something with a much tighter aperture, a much tighter opening, because it doesn't have as much alcohol and it's going to release as soon as it comes into the glass.
Fantastic.
Can people buy their stemware from you, or is it just for restaurants?
People have the ability to buy from our tabletop style website, so consumers can buy 6 or 10 or 12 or however many they want.
Okay.
I mean, I know I have a lot of requests in my restaurant. I'm sure you do, Michael, Adam, and you as well. And we sell to our guests as much as we can.
Yep. But we obviously are here in the Valley, and we try to take care of anyone that is interested in the product. So if they contact us one way or another, we're going to make sure they get taken care of.
Yeah, very good. All right, we're done for this segment, guys. When we come back, we're going to talk more about grapes and the different regions they go in, and we're going to learn more about wine today. So far, so good, right, you guys? Do a little toast, do a little salute.
Everybody, cheers. Salute.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to have to stand up for this.
Were you nervous when he was doing the... I didn't know glasses could wiggle like that. Did you?
We learn things on this show.
That scared the heck out of me. I thought he was going to
know.
break it right off with the stem. But I guess if it's all one piece, it works
I
out
think if
nicely.
there's anybody that knows what they could do with the stemware that they make, it's probably John Miles.
It's fascinating,
It
isn't
really
it?
is.
This segment's so good we did it for 2 straight shows. I mean, there's so many cool things to talk about.
And really information that you wouldn't even you never would be able to have a conversation with somebody like that. So This is your opportunity to do that. And my gosh, Michael, one of our favorite people coming up next, right?
Oh my gosh, this place back in action after a year off. I can't wait to tell you the story about Krabby Bob's, the former Youngstown Crab Company, when we come back.
Baby, you got some big feet. Where do you get shoes for those feet?
I buy them at Ryers, of course. They have all sizes, even for me. They're always tax-free and located in beautiful downtown Sharon.
At Steel Valley Lifts, American workers, American-made steel, and American-made components all come together to make our Backyard Buddy automotive lifts. Backyard Buddy lifts are known for their reliability, their strength, and safety. With several models to choose from, we've got one just right for you. So make 2020 the year you invest in a Backyard Buddy. Call or visit steelvalleylifts.com today to order yours.
With taking the kids to soccer practice, piano lessons, and everything else, I'm lucky if I get to fit in a workout. But staying fit is important, not just your body, but your teeth as well. The professionals at Pristine Dental provide affordable dental care for your entire family. From routine cleanings to cosmetic dentistry, Pristine Dental has got you covered. Plus, they have transparent pricing and membership plans that directly benefit you, not the big insurance companies.
Visit pristinedentalpros.com to learn more and book your free consultation today.
Your smile will say it all.
From the beginning, it's been like hard work, all me, trying to get this done, trying to get products out there, and coming up with different ideas. You know, every single product has a story behind it, and every story is because they were made to help somebody.
Welcome back to Kelly Warren and Associates. Huh?
How about this?
Yeah, if you hear the phones ringing and stuff like that, we're in the middle of a business day, so that's why.
That's because Kelly sold it.
That's right. And she continues to sell it.
Yes, she does. She's number one. How about these ladies, though?
I know. The Youngstown Crab Company
Yay!
went under last year, and they took about a year off. And then, just like the saying goes in that famous movie, I was once out, but then they pulled me right back in.
I couldn't believe when you guys shut down, you know, they were so sad. I cried. Like, oh my goodness.
They've wiped away the tears in Liberty, and the Crab Company is back. Under the name of Krabby Bob's Crab Company this time, Bob's a new partner. It was almost a year to the day between when this place closed and when it opened. That time in between allowed the owners to do some serious soul searching.
It definitely gave us some much needed time to kind of, you know, for 20 years they were just always go, go, go.
Right.
And I think that we never thought that we would be back here a year later. So when it closed down, we never thought that we would be here. We just didn't see it in the future, and luckily we were here. So that year we took a lot of reflecting, seeing what we could do, and, you know, they took the time off that they needed.
Meanwhile, the public made its feelings known, which made coming back even easier.
It was so well known, I think, and so loved for so many years, and we had seen the responses after we closed down, you know. I don't think that they realized how much of an impact that it had on people and what a special place it was and how many celebrations were here.
It takes a lot of effort to come up with a new menu, but they started with some items that they had to keep. Entrees like the Land and Sea, which combines a little bit of everything, and appetizers like the Crabco Queso, available with or without shrimp this time. And of course, the king crab, whose future was up in the air at one point.
And those were really debatable for us. We really thought about not bringing that back, but so many people wanted it that we were just like, okay. You know, because we were scared about the price in Youngstown. People just love it, and they understand the quality because we have that Alaskan True Red that we bring in, and that's more premium quality crab that you're gonna get. And they definitely love the king crab, so that's something that we had to keep, and that snow crab.
Price point was a big issue though, and the owners wanted to make things better, not just stay the same.
That year, when we learned later that year that we were going to be back here, the first thing we did and sat down and said was, what do we need to change? How can we make this better, you know? For 20 years, what are the things that we should have done different?
So while you may walk through these doors for a big get-together, they want to remind us there's a casual vibe here too.
You know, have a pizza, get one to go, grab a burger. It didn't always have to be a special celebration. It could just be somewhere to relax for the night, you know, and take it easy.
And you think you've accomplished it?
I think that we're on our way there. We're still seeing what works, what doesn't work, what the market's calling for, and what the customers are liking.
So they added sandwiches and the pizza that was a hidden secret in the years past.
They just raved about them and always said, put them on the menu, put them on the menu. So this time around we said, all right, well, let's put them on the menu. Let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. And people love it.
And the menu will keep evolving to keep the guests satisfied. Keep an eye out for weekly specials and some signature pasta dishes in the near future. And the response?
Everyone here has come together as a team to make sure to give that package of product and service that we expect here. And that's all we want for our guests, is to have a great time. And when they leave, we want them to already be planning a return visit with us.
Got to go 20 more years.
I know. Maybe 30. No, look, I'm still young. That's right.
So I know it's confusing, but Sally and Eddie and Bob are the owners. We didn't get to see Sally. She normally does the interviews, but she was at Allie's restaurant, Hot Dog Alley's, covering for somebody that was sick. So.
They are literally keeping it in the family. And your brother, Crab Con Queso, how are you two doing?
Oh, we are best friends again.
Are you good again?
And that New Year's resolution diet thing, we'll push that off till
Can't
February.
be bothered with that.
After Valentine's Day.
I'm
or
so
something.
excited to see them back.
Yeah.
All right, we like to understand food at all levels on this show.
True.
And we are so fortunate that we're celebrating great news for Kelly Warren and Associates, and we're also celebrating pretty big news for our friends at Steel Light International. They were fortunate to partner with a new company called Arbor, and that means that it's going to be a big year for them when it comes to their buffet line and so much more. Well, we are kicking off 2020 with John Miles and our Perfectly Plated segment right here at the Steel Light Showroom and the Experience Center. Hey, John, Happy New Year!
Good morning, Lauren. Happy New Year to you.
It is good to be here, and this space, people have seen a bit of the showroom on our show before, but this is a new piece of the puzzle for you guys. As we're walking through, this is the 5th floor of a pretty historic piece of property in Youngstown too, right?
It is the old Youngstown Club space, and we have converted it into our showroom and experience center here in beautiful downtown Youngstown. And the section of the showroom we're in right now is our buffet concepting area.
Really, really cool stuff. And you guys have had so much going on over the holidays. I mean,
We've been very busy.
So busy because there's a new partner. There's a new piece of the puzzle, which makes this even more expansive.
Yeah, so a new private equity partner, a Chicago-based private equity partner called Arbor, and we executed a deal with them. Our old partner, PNC River Arch, left the business, and they had been just an amazing partner for us. And our new partner, Arbor, is here and already investing back in the business. And as you can see, we continue to grow. We're doing a lot.
There is so much to be paying attention to within your industry, and we're walking through the buffet section of what you're able to show so many different people from all over the world. So this is important to you. Why? I mean, it's beautiful, but
So first, buffets, and if you think about them from a U.S. perspective, a buffet is anything from a limited service hotel breakfast setup all the way to a gorgeous 5-star hotel grand buffet setup and everything in between. A catered wedding, all those people utilize it, and everyone is trying to differentiate themselves, get a little bit better, and what we're doing with this product is providing them the aesthetics and the functional equipment that'll last for a long time.
It's really beautiful how you guys are working together with all of the different types of pieces.
Yeah, all the mediums, ceramic, melamine, bamboo stands, lots of metal in the showroom, and it really it plays very well. We acquired the D.W. Haber company. They were a New York-based company, and we acquired them at the end of May last year. And so we've only had the Haber company with Steel Light for 6 months, and we finished last year with the best year that they've ever had. And we've started this year out just like gangbuster. The family held over 100 patents. They developed a machine that tested hinges on Schaefer's, opened it and closed it thousands and thousands of times to show that their product was the best.
And this is just a continuation of that. And now you get to show it to people from all over the world, which is, you're having that happening as we're speaking, literally.
Yeah, we have our Asian sales conference here in Youngstown. So people, the closest person flew 8,000 miles to be here in Youngstown with us.
8,000 miles.
We have 26 people here, and we're doing an education class. This afternoon is buffet education. Everyone's staying at the hotel next door and really enjoying and loving downtown Youngstown.
We couldn't be prouder of you. Thank you for being partners with us on Valley Spotlight in 2020. I would say cheers, but there's no wine glasses, so I would eat anything out of this buffet. I could
Well,
tell
let's
you that.
quickly move to the next room.
Right.
Wine glass room.
Let's get on over there. All right. Thank you so much,
Great
John.
to see you, Lauren.
Congratulations.
Thank you again. See you soon.
Thank you. And the Steel Light showroom, it's not technically open to the public, Michael, so that's why we really super special to be able to show it off on this on this show. But of course, they'll make an appointment for you, and it's great to see the different kinds of things. You go to Crate and Barrel or wherever, Target, you look at all of these different innovative things, and these are the people that make that stuff.
And then all the people
concepts.
from those different businesses are coming to Youngstown
Right.
now. And that's
International.
exciting. That's exciting.
The Asia, portion of their business was just here, and so we got to meet a lot of interesting people who are so excited to be here.
Good for them.
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, new segment alert. Here we go. I've been hearing about this for I don't know how long.
And people, this is a big deal for us. We're lucky to have her.
Yeah, so we're going to introduce you to Helga and her daughter
Mm-hmm.
and a new segment called The Kitchen Witch.
Hi, this is Helga, the Kitchen Witch.
And I'm her daughter, Charlotte.
And today we're going to make a little party food because I have to go to a party down at the Manor, the Apollo Manor in Sharon,
Pennsylvania.
And so this makes like 60-some or 70 little balls, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
I know, we have
That's
to
a lot.
roll, baby. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you today. I don't think we ever made those together, did we?
We did not.
You just ate them all the time, didn't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do
So
enjoy them.
we have 1 pound of hot sausage bulk. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna go use 3 cups of Bisquick.
Okay.
Yes.
But not for the pancakes today, huh?
No, not for pancakes, yeah. 1. Okay, that's a little hard to get out of there.
I'm gonna pour some in there.
2. 1 more. This Bisquick mix is always good for a lot of things. Something fast and easy to make. Okay, that's good. Okay. And now we're gonna go use, you can use actually any cheese you like. You can use white cheese, yellow cheese.
Mix of cheeses. A couple different kinds of cheeses.
Yeah, you can. I just like the, it's almost like a Colby, it's a cheddar cheese. And now this is the hard part, to mix it together. It's kind of tricky and it takes a little while.
Because it's kind of dry.
Yes,
and
but you're gonna get there because the warm hands with the meat, and it's gonna go easier. And we use a few of my muggy. I mean, you've gotta have that taste in there.
It's a good forearm workout.
Yes. Okay, now you see the consistency? It's real nice and tight, and it sticks together when you touch it.
Because we have to roll all the little
You have
balls.
to roll those little balls, yeah.
Takes a little while. You have to be patient.
And I like to tell you that I got this recipe in the 70s. The Playhouse up on Glenwood Avenue in Youngstown had a cookbook sale, and I bought one of those, and that was in there. And his name, who actually came up with this, was Locke Elliott. He was a good friend of ours.
Mr. Locke Elliott, I remember very well.
And he actually was from Cleveland. No, Pittsburgh. Sorry.
Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Okay, so we want them about that size?
Well,
a little bigger, a little smaller,
bigger.
little bigger.
We're never going to get done if you keep that.
No, we'll recruit everybody and make everybody help.
Yes, it's going to be like a golf ball.
Okay, and then just roll it up.
Very good. I'm going to go get a sheet pan, and we're going to all have to roll.
Put them on a cookie sheet.
Maybe get your father involved.
The oven's heating up. It's on 375?
Right, yes.
Yes.
For about 20 minutes.
All right, well, let's get rolling.
Look at this, how beautiful they are, aren't they?
Very nice.
They're
Now,
sausage balls.
spray the pan.
Yes, we have to spray the pan before. I didn't say that.
Before you bake them.
Yes, and 20 minutes, and that's it, and they come out beautiful like this. Now we can have a little honey mustard with that, or we can have horseradish, whatever you like. And I think we're gonna go dip it in a little bit of honey mustard.
Okay.
Okay.
And Mom, I was thinking what a nice switch up it would be. What if you used that maple breakfast sausage?
Oh, okay.
And, with the Bisquick and
Yes,
the cheese,
yes.
and then you dipped it in syrup.
Syrup, maple syrup.
That would be like a good breakfast thing for the kiddos. They would,
I know.
Kids love to eat with their hands.
The only thing is we can't have that for breakfast, though.
This is just for us because it's an adult cocktail party.
Okay.
So for an adult cocktail party,
so should we go give it a try?
We shall.
Okay, I'm gonna
Pour
give
you one.
right there.
Pour me one.
They look so nice. And you like to dip
They
them?
look very pretty. I think I'm gonna eat mine plain.
Just the way they are? Okay. I'm gonna try
They smell
the
good
mustard.
too.
That mustard gives it a little, the sweetness with that hot sausage. Very good.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't
And of
had
course-
these in years. Wonderful.
Very good. And here we go again. Prost.
Prost.
Das ist Helga, the Kitchen Witch, saying auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.
Prost.
And here they are, right?
Yes.
Helga and Charlotte.
We are lucky to have you ladies, and people still stop you at the grocery store to this day, don't
Yes,
they?
they do.
Unbelievable.
Are you glad to be back on TV?
Yes, yes, it's
How
really
long's it
nice
been?
to be here to meet you too.
How long has
And
it been?
It's been since 2016. Yeah, I think that was the last one. Was in my kitchen,
Last
wasn't it?
episode we
did those
taped.
Elliot's meatballs.
Meatballs.
Yes. Actually, he was very busy at the Playhouse, Youngstown. Okay,
Right.
so and that's his recipe. But
Out of the cookbook, right out of the cookbook, right?
Yes, yeah. I just changed a little bit something, you know,
Okay.
because I eyeball everything, so I don't
Sure.
do anything measuring. I don't measure, so.
That's
Do you have
what
any,
I love. And it's the perfect thing to pair with the wine before you go to Robbins Theater. That's kind of what we were going for, and we were so happy to be able to bring some of this German.
What did we say in German?
Okay, we're going to go Prost, and this is Glühwein.
Uh-huh.
At the winter time, you drink it cold.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Oh, summertime you drink it cold.
you drink it cold, in the wintertime you drink it warm. You heat it up, but you don't boil it because then the alcohol is all
Sure.
gone.
Spice
Right, we don't want that.
It's
So-
like a spice wine.
All right.
So
Give me
we
a
have to
German
go-
toast.
Okay, so we have to go. Ein Prosit, ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit.
All right.
Prost.
Clank it.
Yeah. Congratulations, ladies. It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of our sponsors, ValleySpotlight.com. I'm going to how is it, Mike?
We'll be right back.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as one day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
I have a children's version of the inhaler. I had a parent walk into my office last week and say, my child does not get those sinus infections like she used to. She bought like 5 more. You know, so when you have something that's natural, that's not going to give you that side effect profile like the traditional medications over the counter, it's a win. It's a win for everybody. And as a physician, it's a win for me because I can see how it really is helping my patients.
Welcome to the beautiful Robbins Theater in the beautiful downtown Warren. Do we have some?
Are you tired of all the buffering? Make the switch to Warn Wireless with 0 contracts, the fastest speeds, and most importantly, absolutely no buffering. Contact our sales representative, John LaPaula, at 330-717-2792 or john@warnwireless.net.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Looking for the best doggone deals on shoes or just looking for an excuse to get a new pair? Visit the Rack Room at Ryer's Shoe Store. Unbelievable savings on thousands of pairs located in beautiful downtown Sharon, worth the drive every time. Fetch a new pair of shoes today.
All right, Pesto's Test Kitchen out in the dining room. Mark, this has been so much fun so far.
Wow, what a
and
great-
informative.
It is.
If
It
people
is.
are just tuning in, tell people what you wanted to accomplish today.
Well, I wanted to accomplish the fact that we wanted to assemble a group of some of the finest wine minds in the valley, not including me, because I'm not part of that group, but these guys right here. These guys right here. And just bring together these wine minds and talk about wine and glassware and things like that to educate the valley on how we drink wine, what we're supposed to look for in wine, you know, and we are blessed to have 2 Psalms in the valley, you know, Adam from Station Square and Brian from Barrel 33. I'm going to turn it over to these 2 guys because they're going to talk about wine and the wine varietals of the world.
Varietals meaning different kinds of grapes?
Yes, different types of wine-producing grapes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I like to think of the different varietals of the world in families, because some of them are actually genetically related. So the first bigger family here would be the international grapes that grow all over the world. But one of the wine writers used to call the grape invaders, these things like Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay, they grow all over the world. But versus the indigenous grapes that maybe don't travel very well. When you see a bottle labeled with a specific grape, it's probably from where you think it's going to be from. But really, the first two regions that give us most of the international growing grapes are Bordeaux and Burgundy. Michael's going to talk more about that, but the grapes that are all related in the Bordeaux family, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Sauvignon Blanc. Cabernet Franc and Sauvignon Blanc actually gave us Cabernet Sauvignon. So the other ones are Merlot, Malbec, and of course Malbec has since migrated down south to Argentina, but they're all related. They're all red smelling fruits, black fruits, driven with the hint of what we in the sommelier world call pyrazine, which is that bell pepper, roasted red pepper smell that you know you're drinking one of those Bordeaux grapes, right? And these grapes, since they grow all over the world, you get different climates. They can have really tart smelling or really ripe smelling, or really jammy, overripe smelling and tasting aromas of these fruits, right, Brian?
Yeah, and let me kind of speak to a language that probably the average person that enjoys wine can understand. What we look for in varietals is what we call varietal correctness, which is, does the wine taste like we think it's supposed to? That's something that's important for when you're trying to present wine to consumers, either in a retail shop or in a restaurant. They know what they expect, they get what they expect, they're happy. Some winemakers try to defy convention and make the varietals be incorrect and not taste like we're used to and supposed to. That's a really cool and unique fun thing, but it's also important that we explain that to the people that are buying wine so they understand they may not be getting what they actually expect. So.
Sure. Mm-hmm. And the technical pyrazine, especially with the pepper thing, even in this is a Sauvignon Blanc. Everybody has this. If you pick it up, what you smell in there is fresh cut
So
grass.
when we
and
pick it up,
jalapeno.
Adam, what are we supposed to do with the glass?
Well, first look at
if I'm a novice, what am I supposed to do?
Look at the wine. What's it look like? What's the color?
Good white background, right?
Yes, on a good white background.
Yep.
We have these perfect today. And when you smell it, this smells like a fresh cut jalapeno pepper, fresh cut grass, and that's exactly
Get your nose in there, Mike.
That's what you want to smell with Sauvignon Blanc. But one of the other families that we all know and love is the Burgundian families of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, which are genetically very, very similar grapes. Down south in France, they came up, they've been growing either in southern France or Lebanon, perhaps, Syrah or Shiraz for absolute centuries, and that grape will come across and growing as an absolute weed anywhere you plant it. But the pepper smell in that does not come across as the vegetable, it comes across as the cooking spice pepper. So, totally different big wine word, rotundum.
Well, let's figure out where do some of these other grapes come from, Michael?
Well, there's many great. Obviously, there's a lot more countries in this world that grow grapes that don't. The top 4 producing grape countries, obviously, are Italy, France, and they're always having their little war together between the two of them. You have Spain and you have the United States as well, and we're proud to see the United States breaking through into the top 4 as well. Italy, like in 2018, produced, I think, 54,000 hectoliters, which I guess in layman's terms would be like 1.4 million gallons of wine.
Wow.
The United States was a close fourth, but not that close, at like around 640,000. The varietals that are indigenous of these particular countries are what's really cool because a lot of them overlap, like we were talking before. But I guess the real question is, why these countries are producing so much wine? What makes these wines at the top of the list that makes them so in demand? It's obviously geographical location, it's weather, it's the soil, it's the vinification, which this is the magic from the vintner, the winemaker, that what he does as far as that's concerned. Geographical location, it's like Kevin Zraly said, you're not going to grow oranges, in May, so don't.
And that's a great guy to refer to because he's got a great book, right?
Absolutely. You're not going to try to grow oranges in Maine, so why try to grow grapes in the North Pole? Okay,
Right.
So very, very appropriately said. When we talk about location, we talk about, the length of the growing season, the angle of the sun, the sunlight itself. We talk about the soil and the rainfall. And we'll get to soil in a second, but soil is the biggest part of winemaking, in my personal opinion. I think it's the terroir. The terroir. Red grapes have a tendency to flourish better in warmer climates as opposed to the white grape, which flourishes in warm climates as well, but just they like a little bit of coolness around them. They like the AC, like Pesto does right here.
Give me one more good point in like 30 seconds.
The best point is there's so many great wines out there, so many great varietals and grapes out there. Whatever you like is good wine. So whatever country it comes from, if you like it, it's good wine.
Good stuff. All right. Anybody hungry?
Yeah.
We got to pair this wine with some food, and we'll do that right after this commercial break.
Absolutely. All right.
As a real estate investor, I look for sharp agents who really know their market. Agents who do so much business, they can find me the right investment property and sell it for the most money without drama. When I need real estate advice in the Mahoning Valley, I call Kelly Warren. Her innovative marketing attracts hundreds of buyers every month, which creates more demand for your home, selling it faster and for more money. She guarantees to sell it on your timeline or she'll buy it. Call the agent I trust, Kelly Warren, and avoid the drama.
Did you say we're going on a roller coaster this winter?
Not a roller coaster, a polar coaster. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a polar coaster with way more snow than average. Ducut can help you get ready for anything this winter. We've got complete selections of Honda and Toro snowblowers that can ride out this year's polar coaster.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
The spread here at the dining room table outside of Pesto's Test Kitchen. Mark, what do we have here?
Well,
this is great.
You know, with all these great wines and all these great minds, you have to have some great food to go with it. So we have really an explosion of flavor with cheese and cured meats, charcuterie over there. You have some great cheeses over here. You have a DOP Parmigiano Reggiano and a DOP Pecorino. You have a great blue cheese from North Cal, Point Reyes blue cheese. So you have some great salumis over there, whether it's a Saucy Son from France, whether you have some Sorpresa from Italy. We have some really the king of red crab, because there's 3 levels of red crab. So this is the red king crab leg, and you have some U8 shrimp. So these are just some examples. Of course, we have some cubes of bread to soak up some of the wine and things like that. But these are just some of the examples of some of the pairings that can go with these wines. And I'm going to elaborate and say, hey, I love prosciutto di Parma with champagne and Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah. Does anybody remember when it was just called salami? Okay, I'm just checking. How about you, Matthew?
Well,
if you had to pick.
Yeah, with the spread here, blue cheese with Sauterne, which is a sweet French wine.
Yeah.
And then...
what about ice vine?
Ice vine would be fantastic. Also, a personal favorite of mine is a real buttery Chardonnay with a big... like a strip steak or
yes.
Cool.
We're gonna have some of that later. We're gonna have some of that later.
Brian, go.
Yeah, well, I'm a big champagne bubbles person, and goat cheese and champagne pair together.
Nice.
The acidity of the goat cheese and the vivaciousness of the champagne is just a wonderful thing. We also have an awesome Barolo. Barolo with any of the Italian meats to me.
It's
you
perfect.
can go across the board to make it easy for people. If you like Italian meats, get yourself a bottle of Barolo. You can be pretty happy.
How about you, Adam?
But guys, acidity is the key. So shellfish, we've got some shrimp, some crab. You can't go wrong with a good Chablis or a dry Alsatian Riesling or an Australian Riesling, even a German sweet Riesling. But
what about a
acidity
Gewürz,
and
Adam?
shellfish. Gewürztraminer, I would do that if you cooked the shrimp, yeah, because you get like a nice sauce with it.
Nice.
Depends on the sauce, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Keep it going, Joe.
I think that rosé champagne is the most versatile of all alcoholic drinks. I can have it at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely.
I can have it
That's the best time to have it.
at midnight before I go to bed. It's low in sugar, low in
Looking at
alcohol,
me at 10
relatively
o'clock.
speaking. It goes with everything on this table. You can drink it with steak or just by itself.
Nice.
It's a party in a bottle. I love it.
About 40 seconds left. Doc, keep it going.
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks right away you got to go with the white wine with the fish, but honestly, the balance of some of these wines, like the Pinot Noir here, and actually this Barolo is kind of light on its feet. I think it can go with pretty much anything on the table.
Good.
Personal favorite is Sauterne and seared foie gras.
Roberto, go.
You know where I'm going. I'm going northeast Italy. If we were there with this salumi tray with prosciutto San Daniele, we would be drinking Friulano.
Yes.
They are such a perfect pair. They go together beautifully. So a great white wine with the salumi for me.
John Michael, real quick.
Everyone, deep breath in.
Uh-huh.
Smell the lamb in the oven. You know.
Oh, nice. And Michael?
Quickly, you know what I like? I just got out of the woods, love to do a little bit of hunting, so you give me the most noble grape to me in my life is Nebbiolo. So give me a nice Barolo with a smoked venison tenderloin.
Wow.
And I'm right where I need to be.
Wow. Yeah, money.
Happy New Year.
All right, guys. Happy New Year.
My favorite wine pairing is when they pour it in my glass and don't ask me any questions.
Right,
Just
and
give me
then
some free wine.
when he
will
doesn't
you?
get the bill.
That's
His favorite one.
That's my favorite. All right, when we come back, celebrities.
Big deal.
Youngstown royalty in the cash car.
I was very nervous to meet Len Rome. I'm going to be honest.
She kind of gave it
I
away,
was.
but that's okay. We'll be right back.
Ryers has 20/20 vision. We have perfect vision for perfectly low prices in every department, up to 75% off. Plus, we see our senior citizens getting an additional 10% off your entire purchase every winter weekday, Monday through Friday. Just ask us. These are new winter weekday discounts for our seniors. All you have to do is ask. Ryers has perfect 20/20 vision for perfectly low prices. The biggest savings are at Ryers.
Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC is teaming up with Valley Spotlight.
Hey, you guys, this is going to be great.
It sure is. We are bringing you the chance to win big in the Sweeney Cash Car.
You could drive away with $250 cash or $1,000 towards your new Sweeney vehicle.
So buckle up, answer our trivia questions, and win. Enter at valleyspotlight.com/cashcar for all the details.
So come take a ride in the Cash Car at Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC.
On Market Street
in Boardman.
The Hope Center for Arts and Technology, located in Sharon, offers free job training as part of their Medical Assistant Diploma program. No cost to qualified students. Log on to hopecat.org and click Apply Now.
All right, another segment in the cash car with some Youngstown royalty in the back, Lauren.
This is a big deal,
I know,
Michael.
You guys.
You know what, Jim, you and I are friends, so I'm going to say this. Len, I'm a big fan, and I was a little nervous when I saw you today. I was like, God, it's really him. Like the voice, the everything.
It's all Channel 21 alumni right in here. From
Everyone has had some time there at the Peacock. Yeah,
That's right.
That's right. Yeah,
Well,
that's
introduce yourselves, you guys.
Len Rome, boys and girls from Daybreak in the morning, Channel 33.
That's right. Jim Lowboy, WYTV, Channel 33 Daybreak meteorologist.
That's right.
But you guys are in the Cash Car, the Sweeney Cash Car,
Right.
for a really good reason for an upcoming show that's pretty exciting, I think. I
Yeah,
can't
tell them
wait.
what you guys are doing in February.
Well, it is Neil Simon's The Odd Couple, and Len and I, we did The Odd Couple back in 2012, I believe.
September 2012.
And we did it at the Hopewell Theater, which only seats about 150 people tops. And we sold out every show, and there were so many people that said I wasn't able to get tickets. And Ken Adaris came to us about 6 months ago, and he said, I'm renovating the Robbins Theater in Warren, Ohio. Would you guys like to do The Odd Couple?
And we said absolutely not. No.
Uh-huh. And how much does that hold?
That holds about 1,400 souls.
So we got to sell it out, right?
Yes,
so,
sir.
Yeah, and it's coming up the weekend after the Super Bowl. We didn't want to be anywhere around the Super Bowl, so it's the weekend after the Super Bowl, the 7th, 8th, 9th. It's an evening Friday, evening Saturday, and a matinee on Sunday, and tickets are going very fast. We decided we wanted to do it one more time because there were so many people that missed it the first time around, so we wanted to give another opportunity, and we wanted to team up with a great cause, right, Len?
That's right, with the Trumbull Mobile Meals. Remember, that's the weekend of the great big February snowstorm.
No, he keeps on
2020.
saying we're going to have a snowstorm that
No, we
weekend. No, it's going to
I'm
be
sorry.
sunny and 40 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
ask
gonna
the
be
weather
beautiful.
guy.
That's
Weather
right.
guys know.
There you go.
Absolutely. So it's so much fun. It is a big undertaking to do this play, though, because Len plays Felix Unger,
Felix
who
Unger,
is, of
right.
course, he's typecast because
Yes.
Len is very
High-strung.
Very
That's right.
high-strung. He wants everything in its place.
That's right.
And I'm playing the character of Oscar Madison,
Who's the biggest slob in the world.
the biggest slob in the world, and we literally have to learn a short book.
Absolutely
Because we're in
undependable.
every scene just about. and we have
Irresponsible.
Tons
and
of lines.
unreliable.
He's always going through his lines when we're doing the show. We're doing the news, and he'll go to us. He'll just get done doing a news story. He'll pitch to the commercial break, and then he'll start going into Felix Unger lines.
Can you imagine if you and I had to do that? No way.
How much
no
of this
way.
characterization is like real life for you guys?
Well, like I said, Len is Felix Unger. I have a little bit more Felix Unger in me.
You have a little more couth
than Oscar Madison. Right, like I couldn't live in a house that had newspaper strewn around all over and cigar ashes all over the place and things like that. But it works on so many levels. We joked about maybe flipping it and him being Oscar this time and me being
Couldn't do
Felix.
it. Doesn't make sense.
But
No,
it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't carry as well.
All right, you ready for the cash card?
Sure,
We are so ready. What is the category, Mike?
First of all, the cash car itself, I am.
It's a Chevy Blazer.
It's got this heated steering wheel. It is a gift.
It's got heated seats, it's got a climate control, it's got a push-button glove box, and it's got a bunch of cameras in the back to alert you if anybody's getting a little bit too close.
Which I need. All of the alerts I can possibly get.
Thank you, sweetie.
Very nice cup holders back here as well.
Really?
Good.
Gotta love the cup
Should have
holders.
given you drinks. We didn't even think of it.
That's it.
All right, so I hold in my hand 6 questions. Your
Purple
job
gin and tonic.
is to answer 5. They're $50 a pop. You get 1 pass if you want it. Use it wisely, because if you miss one, you don't get that $50. We'll add up the money and see how much you make for Trumbull Mobile Meals at the end. Does that sound good?
Here we go.
Sounds great.
All right, our category today is sitcoms.
Sitcoms. Oh, okay.
Kinda like
Yes.
the odds.
Good job, Michael. I like that.
All right, here we go. Question 1. And feel free to collaborate.
Look at this turning radius.
That is great turning radius.
Yeah, our time. All
Lauren,
right,
you were
go
doing
ahead.
a wonderful
I know,
job.
right?
I think it's the heated steering wheel.
So nice.
Are you
All
ready?
right.
All right. This bar psychiatrist in Cheers moved to Seattle for a spin-off and became a radio show host. Who was it?
That would be Fraser Crane.
Or do you want the character who played Fraser Crane?
No, give me the character.
The character
Itself.
is Fraser Crane.
Played by who? For bonus points.
Fraser Crane played by, oh goodness.
Yes, I can see him.
Oh, I know.
Yes, there he is.
He has that voice.
Fraser Crane.
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer.
All right, $50 in your pocket. Nice
Okay,
job.
all
Yes.
right, here we go.
Question 2. On Friends, Ross, Joey, and Chandler were played by 3 men. Name any of their real names.
Matt LeBlanc.
So good.
That's correct. Do you know the other one?
I'll be there for you when
David
the rain
Schwimmer and,
starts to fall.
David Schwimmer. There you go.
Matthew Perry. Good. Okay.
And then Matthew Perry played in the Odd Couple, the reboot they
Right.
did on CBS that didn't last very long.
Stop. Right.
Boy,
Okay.
you're good.
$100. You
Yeah,
still
that's
have your
good.
pass if you want.
Okay, here we go.
Good.
This was Seinfeld's neighbor across the hall.
Oh, come on. Are you going to throw softballs at us all
Yes.
day here?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We might as well just sign the check over
Why
to
can't Len answer
Trumbull
one?
Mobile Meals because we're going to win all these. That is so easy.
All right, just say it.
That is, he founded his own company, Kramerica. It is Kramer.
That's correct. You knew that, right, Len?
No.
Okay. See, they're not that easy.
So honest.
All right, you ready?
Ask me about the
This
many
one's
loves
a little
of Dobie
tougher.
Gillis.
This
Yeah,
one-
Len knows all the 50 and
Ooh,
60
I can go back to
seconds.
Actually,
the 50s and 60s.
that character may come up in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this is a little tougher. This show about a working class mom in the Connor family hit #1 in 1989 and then #3 in 2018. What's the name of the show?
Roseanne?
Yep, Roseanne.
Good for you.
Look at
That was a good one.
I thought that was a tough one.
Really?
All right, how much is that?
I'm sorry.
They've gotten
well,
4.
if I know it and London knows it, then obviously it's pretty easy, right?
How about
Glenn?
here's a question.
All right.
Flo, who played in the sitcom
Alice.
Alice, what was her catchphrase?
Kiss my grits.
Kiss my grits.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike Case.
All right, are you ready?
Okay.
All right, we have
This is number 4.
We have 2 left. You have 4 in the bank, you have 1 to go, and you still have a pass. The longest running American sitcom is animated. It started in 1989 and it's still on today. What is it?
The Simpsons.
Very good, Len. Do you want your 6th question just for fun since you already made $250?
Yes.
All right. After his role in All in the
And you're
Family,
going to throw in $50 of your own money,
I
right?
might. This character was moving on up and got his own show. Who is it? He was in All in the Family, and then
Yes.
he's moving on up.
And he was a dry
to the
cleaner.
east
He owned
side.
dry cleaning facilities, and his name was Sherman Hemsley.
Right,
It was
Sherman Hemsley was the actor's name.
And his name was George Jefferson.
Right. The Jeffersons.
Good for you.
Is the name of the sitcom.
Fun.
How can we get tickets to the show, guys?
It's so easy to get tickets for the show, and please don't wait to the last minute. This makes also for a great night out for Valentine's Day, which is very close to our show dates, 7th, 8th, and 9th of February. You can get it at robinstheater.com, and you could also call the box office and get bunches of tickets, get your office together, get a whole crew going out there and have lots of fun at the Robbins Theater for The Odd Couple.
Or you can just visit the box office on East Market Street.
There you go. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Nice job, you guys. Where are we headed?
I
Back
don't know.
to the dealership.
We're going to this place called Sweeney.
Thank you, sweetie.
Do you guys always have to whisper it when you say it?
It's located on Market Street in Boardman.
On Market Street.
Look at this turning radius.
In Boardman.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Well, you have no excuse to go out and not go out and see that show.
I can't
Plenty
wait
of
for
seats,
them.
3 shows, ready to go in February. They're talented. That takes a lot of work, too. You got to learn that script.
Really does, and they're doing it for Trumbull Mobile Meals, which we're big fans of. So thank you for donating the money back to Trumbull Mobile Meals, you guys. Congratulations.
Well done, boys. All right, the Valley lost a very talented friend pretty recently. Frank Castellano was a guitarist. He had played everywhere around the world, and he played so many gigs, and it's sad to see him go.
It really is. So we dug this out of the archives from our friends and our producers, Ron, of course, and Sophia Brooks is a part of this interview, but we thought it would be a nice way to look back on a big legend around here.
All right, so make sure you watch Valley Spotlight on valleyspotlight.com and all our social media platforms. And farewell to Frank. You were a good friend.
And yeah, thank you for being with us, and happy 2020. I think it's going to be a good year, Michael. What do you think?
I think so, too.
All right.
Good afternoon.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. Bright golden haze on the meadow. Corn is as high as an elephant's eye. It looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got this beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. The sound of the earth all like music. The sound of the earth is like music. The wind is so busy, you don't miss a tree. And oh, weep and willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got this beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Such a beautiful morning. A beautiful morning. Well, I wrap it up and I put it in a box and send it to the one I love. Oh. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.